Derek Ramsay says he won't condemn Ellen Adarna's outbursts. Derek Ramsay, if this brings her peace, so be it. Since his separation from Ellen Adarna was made public, Derek Ramsay has not made any direct statements regarding the insults his estranged wife has leveled against him. Derek often says that he will not speak against Ellen because she is the mother of his second child, Lili. On Friday, February 20, 2026, Ellen made another outburst in reaction to veteran showbiz columnist Christy Furman's statement that Derek is a good provider to their child. Ellen strongly denied this and detailed the alleged issue between her and Derek regarding child support. Ellen even compared Derek to her former relationship, John Lloyd Cruz, who is the father of her eldest child, Elias. Ellen Adarna praised her ex-partner John Lloyd Cruz for being a good father to their 7-year-old son. This comes amid Ellen's revelations on the issue of estranged husband Derek Ramsay's financial support for their only daughter, aged 1 year and 4 months. In Ellen's Instagram stories on Friday, February 20, 2026, she revealed that Derek did not immediately give child support if she had not reminded him. According to the actress, from October to December 2025, Derek allegedly did not give child support for their child. Because of this, she allegedly said that Derek would not be able to have contact with the child if he did not provide financial support for his expenses after they moved out of the actor's house. Derek allegedly gave her a credit card with a 50,000 Philippine pesos monthly limit just 2 weeks ago. According to Ellen, in her calculations, it turns out that it is only 55.80% of their child's total monthly expenses. Ellen said Derek is very different from her ex-boyfriend John Lloyd, who is the father of her eldest son Elias. John Lloyd is said to have voluntarily provided child support for their child, even though they have been separated for a long time. Ellen said, "In fairness to JL, John Lloyd, I have nothing to say. There's no need, to tell you. JL and I are better off as co-parents, as in, we're super okay with our co-parenting." The actress said that when John Lloyd heard about her and her daughter moving, he immediately offered to help. She said, "It was just also when he found out that we moved houses, of course, Elias, his son, was with him. You know what he offered? Like, Len, whatever you need, just let me know. Maybe we can help." That's right. He took the initiative. So there, people are really different, those with will and nothing. Ellen says Derek picked a fight with John Lloyd. Ellen's revelation. Fun fact, he also challenged JL to a fight in real life. #truth. Ellen said, as long as the ending is important, he wasn't punished, there was no fight because he was all words, like a chihuahua. I think JL was hypnotized by the amount of things he said, confused. This happened twice. Currently, Derek and John Lloyd have no comments regarding Ellen's statements. Ellen also mentioned that she wouldn't have spoken about the issue of Derek's financial support for their son if it weren't for the misleading news that she had to correct. We texted Derek to ask if he wanted to respond to Ellen's outbursts. He simply replied, "I'm sorry, but I will not engage. If this brings her peace, so be it." Derek Ramsay warned by friends? We spoke to some of Derek's close friends. They said they had warned the actor before Derek married Ellen. They told him, good luck. They probably meant good luck if their relationship lasted. They expressed pity for Derek because they knew he wouldn't punish Ellen. They said they knew Derek was really passionate when he was in love and they saw how serious he was. They also said they knew what Ellen's temper was, especially when she was angry. But they saw that he was too much in love with Ellen, so he didn't listen. Look, he was the one who was kicked out of his own house, exclaimed a friend of Derek's. On the other hand, there are also those who say that Derek has found a match in Ellen. When it was rumored that Derek Ramsay and Ellen Adarna were having problems, Derek went to Bali, Indonesia to undergo Kami no Ken, a self-improvement program. When he returned to the country, he allegedly did not stay at his house in Ayala Alabang because Ellen was there. To avoid any trouble, Derek did not return to his house when he returned to the country. He reportedly lived in a condo temporarily while Ellen looked for a place to move to. A friend who spoke to Pep Troika said that this also happened when Derek was living in a condo unit with one of his ex-girlfriends. When he and his ex-girlfriend had a fight, Derek was the one who was kicked out of his own condo unit. Derek also left so there would be no more trouble, so Derek's friends knew that he would just let Ellen's outbursts go. And he wouldn't punish her so that the trouble wouldn't escalate. Derek also has a friend who told Pep Troika that Derek is aware of what was being discussed in the group chat that Ellen mentioned in her IG story. Ellen said, "To be honest, right? The group chat participants weren't just ex-girlfriends. And I didn't create that group chat. I was invited, you know. They are ex-friends, ex-best friends, ex-girlfriends. And ex-family members of his and some family members of his. That's part of the group chat. Interesting. The GC is still active," Ellen said. Does Derek know who Ellen told the group chat participants? The actor is reportedly no longer keeping quiet about it. They expect more outbursts against Derek to come out of that group chat. Even on the issue of alimony, some people close to Derek reacted because Ellen is asking for too much. According to others interviewed by the Pep Troika, it is puzzling why Ellen is asking for so much alimony. It is said to be more than what John Lloyd Cruz is giving for Elias. Ellen said before that she was only asking for 10,000 pesos alimony for their son Elias. But why is there such a big difference from what Ellen is asking Derek for Lili? Derek is said to be reluctant to talk about it. Even others interviewed by the Pep Troika were cautious in their answers because Derek allegedly did not want to give any answers about it. Some might even think that the request came from Derek. History with Derek and John Lloyd. Ellen was in a relationship with John Lloyd from 2017 to August 2019. While Ellen and Derek became lovers in February 2021. Not long after, they got married on November 11, 2021. Derek and Ellen ended up getting divorced in October 2025.